Hello there everyone, this is Mark III and welcome back to a little bit of MWO Online, the great Stumpy Robot Simulator. Yes, that thing. Where we continue in our little thing of the sneaky little things we were doing last time, which might wind up being video 2 out of 3 actually, honestly, depending. I don't normally do this, but I will read out a comment here on the last one, which is, don't know how these work in MWO Online, but the whole concept of stealth light mech looks pretty interesting. Do you think there is a potential for some stealth SRM backstabbing shenanigans? That was a comment by RMM Inc. on the last video. And the answer is yes, which is why I'm wondering if like a third stealth video might be a thing, because there are some mechs that can mount ECM and missile ports. They just don't happen to be a flea or this one, a Locust, which I've got for this build. I also don't use SRMs in general, really, but I'd be willing to give it a shot. Either we have fun with it, or I get blown up. One or the other, I don't know which, but there you go. Anyway, yes. I figured I might as well give a breakdown on how stealth works in this game as well. But yeah, I'll save that for when we actually get into things. Anyway, yes, on to the thing. We have a Locust for our second video. We are sneaking. We are trying to match the build seen on a flea a few episodes back, where a flea managed to finish off 2 assaults and a heavy. So, kind of developed along those lines. And this is my thing. It is my Pirate's Bane. It is a hero flea. Hero flea? What am I on about? No. This is a hero Locust. Interesting enough, it mounts the same engine and the same extra heat sinks as the original Pirate's Bane loadout, but in making allowances to fit the stealth armor, it trades some of its equipment for machine guns. This one has much less invested in machine guns, but also has more invested in the lasers as well, because the original Pirate's Bane only has small lasers versus this one's mediums. So a bit of swapping around of focus, but the general layout is more or less intact compared to stock, which is kind of unusual for me. Anyway, this Locust is built on endosteel chassis with double heat sinks. As I mentioned, it has stealth armor, so it can be a sneaky little Locust just pecking at the enemies if we can. It is fitted with a 180 rated XL engine, which gives it a full speed of 156.7. This is, by the way, with speed tweaking from the skills, so this thing has full skill boost for speed. Considering 3 double heat sinks try to help keep things under control, and they do more or less. And a Guardian ECM suite powers the aforementioned stealth armor and also gives me normal ECM capability. Lastly, it is fitted with twin LMGs with a half ton of ammunition as its backup weapon, but this particular Locust has a bonus for MG ammunition. In particular, light MG ammunition is quite generous, so it effectively has 1.5 tons of ammunition instead of half a ton because of the bonus count. Primary weaponry is a quartet of ER medium lasers to reach out and gently stroke the armor of the enemy and just try and do things. I don't normally do this, but I will also drop into my skill list here as well, because I've made some unusual picks for this one that I don't normally take. So, anyway, go to my skill tree. Here we go. Right. Of course, I've got crew running and heat containment. You can tell this is a mech I've played before because it is maxed out skill-wise, so there we go. Crew running, heat containment, improve its heat performance. It also features hill climbing in operation, so it doesn't slow down as much trying to go up hills, so you know, a bit more mobility. Oddly enough, I have invested in the stealth and ECM line of perks as well. I don't normally bother with these, even with a mech with an ECM or stealth armor, but this one I've gone full bore. I've got all radar deprivation to allow me to dive out of enemy sensor contact as fast as possible. My ECM systems have also been upgraded, so they are more debilitating to enemies that are within their effective range, though that also has a side effect of further increasing my stealth armor's cooldown. The Pirate's Bane, by the way, has a flat 50% bonus to cooldown for stealth armor, so the stealth armor cooldowns really quickly on this one now. And one little oddity down here, which I normally don't bother with at all, but just in case, because I'm a little pest running around, I have got capture assists, all 4 points into that, so I can capture things a little bit faster. Now, wandering off the other way, I have invested some points into anchor turn, usually a fairly recommended one that, so I can turn a bit more steadily, especially since I'm running full speed. Kinetic burst and speed tweak maxed out. I have full acceleration and full top speed bonuses. Just to make sure I'm doing okay, I have a reduction of 20% to overheat damage, so if my mech is overheating, which might happen, it's conceivable, this mech doesn't have enough cooling when its stealth armor is engaged. So that's to help, though because of how small this is, the Locust actually has a 50% reduction to overheat damage anyway, so it's quite tolerant to running hot and toasty. Next up, priority pick in firepower was 4 points into a laser duration, maxing that out to reduce how long the lasers burn for. That's because, well, one drawback really of the ER lasers, apart from their higher heat output, is the fact their laser burn is longer, which means that the damage is spread out a bit longer. You've got to keep it focused a bit more on targets to get the full damage out. This reduces how long it takes for the beam to spit out all its damage, and so lets me shift around my targeting that much faster. Lastly, of course, trying to keep things going. Heat generation is maxed out to keep those lasers cool as possible. They still overload me though. And just cooldown for increased firing rate on all weaponry. Just to try and be quite nasty. How does this compare to the Flea we saw? Well, the Flea has a mask system, and I think a bigger engine. Actually, I'm not too sure about that one. But the Flea can fit mask, the Locust cannot. Mask allows higher speed at the risk of damaging your leg structure. So there is that. I'm fairly confident I outweigh it in terms of pure weaponry, but I'd probably trade heat efficiency for that. But yeah, that's my thought anyway. Anyway, that's enough about that. We've had a look at the thing. I've even gone over the skills, which I don't normally take a look at. But there are some odd things there. Oh, I also forgot to mention these skills, actually. Hang on. This mech also gets a small bonus to seismic sensors. And I've gone ahead and picked up that one as well to max it out as soon as I find it. There we go, there you go. Yeah, it's off the target and gathering tree. Seismic sensors plus 200 meters. With seismic sensors, if your mech is standing still, basically you can pick up any mechs moving around you within a certain distance. So think of it as like a passive radar ping or a motion tracker, but it only works if you're standing still. But yeah, 350 meters on that, so pretty good, decent for the range. Anyway, before I start tripping over my tongue too much more, let's get ourselves into some matches, shall we? It is worth bearing in mind, by the way, I don't tend to play with mechs this small, so if I act squirrely or cowardly and try to run away when I didn't have to, apologies. Light mechs are not my specialty. Just want to be clear on that. But as light mechs go, especially 20 Sunners, this mech's packing a fair bit of firepower on it. It's kind of dangerous.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Override engaged.
Okay. Stealth armor active. Let's move out. Oh hey, we've got an Osiris. Nice. Welcome to River City. Map we've not really seen much in these recent videos, but it is the one I know most. Mainly because it's the one that I normally test on, so I know where all the mechs are and things. Anyway, let's start, I guess, with talking about stealth a little bit. So, stealth, how does the thing work? Here. Well, I guess let's get the big bear out of the way. First off, MechWarrior Online versus MechWarrior 5. MechWarrior Online is balanced around being a competitive online game versus MechWarrior 5, which is a PvE mostly. So mech sizes and things are a bit skewed in MechWarrior Online because they do try to adjust it based on how a mechs are doing. If a mech is really big and really capable, then they become bigger and easier to hit. If a mech is struggling because it's just too chunky, it actually usually gets tuned down a bit as well. Let's park here and do a check. I've got an ally with me apparently. Hi! Yep, oh, I got a nod, okay. So, as a result of that, really small, really delicate mechs like the Locusts and the Flea are kind of...
Target spotted.
So we're just trying to deal with this Crusader. He has a bunch of X-pulses, but that's their fate. I'm moving off. Now, the problem is I've got my stealth armor on, which is causing me some issues in terms of tracking. But at the same time, it's making it really hard for him to track me too. He knows I'm around, he just doesn't know where.
Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Override shutdown.
Bother. Okay, that's the issue there. There we go. I overloaded and blew myself to pieces. On the other hand, I did it 152, so I did kind of do that. I just really pushed hard on the lasers and blew myself to bits, effectively.
Target spotted.
So, yeah, that was a bit of a poor showing there. I guess I should use this actually to talk about... Let's have a look around. Okay, we are in a slightly calmer setting here, in the testing ground. Nothing much going on. And reflection, I should probably have turned off my stealth armor when we were engaging that guy, and just to contribute my ECM effect and help me avoid cooking myself, so that was a bad idea. Right, okay. I'll probably cut out the first attempt to try and explain ECM, because, you know, it's like blah, 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 organize my thoughts, all that stuff. But I did explain the concept of, like, respective mech sizes, because that is one of the ways MechWarrior Online is balanced. And so mech sizes may vary a bit in MechWarrior 5, I do not know. Sadly, no, we are not still in the match. This is just the testing ground. Okay, right. Now, this time I'm doing it properly. I've got the wiki page open next to me, so I can explain it a bit more concisely. So, we've got the ECM. See it bottom right there in my equipment list. Currently in disruptor mode, that is the default state. While in this mode, effectively there's a bubble around my mech which scrambles enemy communications and sensors. ECMs will also hide friendly mechs within this range. Mechs carrying an ECM in disruptor mode are marked with an ECM icon, so if I am targeted by an enemy, then... well... yeah, if I'm targeted by an enemy, then they will have a target indicator saying that I am using an ECM system. Right. Mechs that are within range of my ECM, they are cloaked from enemy sensors. Mechs hidden in this manner are marked with a symbol that looks like an eye, so they are harder to detect. Moving on. As I realise my tracker pad's not working. Right. When a mech is hidden by a friendly ECM, enemy mechs will have to come within 1/4 of the normal distance for hidden mechs to show up on their battle grid and HUD. So, longer range tracking is a lot harder. The Beagle Active Probe does help to counteract this and increase that tracking range. It takes twice as long to achieve missile locks against mechs that are cloaked by an ECM field. Narc beacons will stick to hidden mechs, but they won't provide their normal bonuses until the mech leaves the ECM range. So Narcs are more or less neutered as long as an ECM mech is nearby. And that's the Artemis 4, the missile hardware upgrade, providing extra accuracy on direct firing missiles. doesn't give any bonuses against mechs which have this ECM protection either, so LRM scatter is normal. There's no bonus. When moving into range of an enemy ECM, your mech will be cut off from communication with your teammates and some of your targeting equipment will cease to function. Mechs that are within the field of a hostile ECM are marked with a symbol that looks like a low signal bar, so a low ping icon. That's what that means. When your mech is disrupted by ECM, you cannot share targeting data with the rest of your team, and vice versa. Your rest of the team can't share targeting data with you. You cannot achieve missile locks. Your tag laser can still fire, but it provides no bonuses. Your battle rig and targeted information will flicker and be disrupted. So your online systems are kind of mucked up there. So that's kind of what it does. There is a low signal strength effect though. Between the 180 and 200 meters, there is a 20-meter radius where you can detect a hidden mech, target it, and get missile locks, or share information with your teammates, before the disruptor effect kicks in. So 200 meters is where you can get to range to lock onto things. At 180 is where the jamming that prevents sharing and missile locks, that's when that kicks in. So there is a little bit of grace period there. Moving on. Counter mode. I don't actually know how to do this, so I won't demonstrate, but Guardian ECMs can be switched to counter mode. When in counter mode, they don't have the effects of a normal ECM system, but they will counteract the effects of one enemy ECM system. If there's two enemy ECM systems, then your one counter ECM will not be effective, so then it becomes a numbers game of how many ECMs versus counter ECMs are actually in operation. But that can how that works. Right, moving on. There is actually a similar effect, by the way. The targeting informations and sharing information and all that stuff, your HUD, they can be disrupted by being hit by a PPC. If a PPC hits a mech with an active ECM system, the ECM system actually goes offline briefly because that gets disrupted as well. So PPCs can briefly disable an ECM system. There's also the Beagle active probe can negate one enemy's ECM within 360 meters, which is about plus two-thirds the range of the ECM system itself. Tags can be used from outside the range of the ECM and it'll operate as normal. And of course, mechs have to have an ECM hardpoint to mount a ECM. So there we go. That's the full breakdown there. It explains it a lot better than I managed to on my first try. I am definitely going to be tearing that one out of the video because it is very, very bad. Okay, right. Let me just see if I can scare up the information on exactly what stealth armor does. Okay, I went and gathered the information I could, and it's basically what I thought it was. Though sadly, official documentation on stealth armor attributes is a bit lacking. Right, okay, so what does stealth armor do? Think of stealth armor as effectively running dark, I suppose you could say. That's convenient there. I've got a target right over there.
Acquired.
So what it does is it locks things down by channeling my ECM system into the systems integrated with my armor. And the result is, while the armor is active, I really struggle to dissipate heat, which is why I cooked myself in that last match. And the trade-off is that I won't really show up on enemy targeting. So, like I'm targeting this Locust, if that Locust had active stealth armor, I wouldn't be able to target it. It's very hard to target and lock onto a mech with stealth armor equipped. You can still see it, but targeting won't really work. There's also the fact that if I turn mine on, notice I just lost it. So I heat up really badly because I can't dissipate heat, and my own targeting systems are also messed up and have greatly reduced effective range to roughly 25% of normal values. So that's what stealth armor does. It's basically taking the group area effect of ECM and applying it directly to your mech in a more concentrated form, but with some inherent trade-offs. Can work, but if you're standing in front of an enemy or if you're running around firing high energy weapons without giving yourself a chance to cool off, it can be a bit of a detriment. Also notice, by the way, there does seem to still be some localized ECM effects, actually. Interesting. Okay, from the looks of it, it seems like with my stealth armor active... Back off, now turn it off.
New target acquired.
It seems like I'm still doing the localized area effects of my stealth. Sorry, my ECM. Because the enemy mech is saying it's being affected even when I've got my stealth armor active. So I guess the ECM is still in effect even with stealth armor on. I thought that having stealth armor on actually cancelled the ECM effects. I guess I was wrong. That means I need to figure out how to switch my ECM to the appropriate mode. Because that would actually be a bit of a giveaway if I'm within range of someone and they start getting ECM effects.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, now that I've beaten up a helpless dummy and I have restored confidence in my abilities, we can continue. Roll on match number 2.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Apparently we're down a direwolf. Okay, here we go. Map number 2, HPG Manifolds. And as per my totally original, not at all stolen, and completely 100% accurate from memory description of how ECM and stealth works, yes, we now have a bit firmer grasp of how that does things. Essentially, stealth armor allows us to hide from everything, and can only really be picked up by the old Mark 1 eyeball, though the trade-off is we pay with our heat dissipation and we pay with our sense of range. I was mentioning at the end of the at the end of the thing, which never happened because I definitely knew what I was on about. I was talking about maybe learning how to switch my ECM mode. I have figured that out, but actually having stealth armor active just switches it back up into full bore disruptor mode anyway, so that wouldn't have worked. Hi!
Target acquired.
Oops. It's me. If I can, I didn't get stuck there. Yep. Moving. I should have not done a thing because he didn't know. He didn't know I was there. That would have been the smart choice, but nope. See? Now I'm getting targeted. And I hoped there was a ramp there. There was not. Ow. Yeah, I missed the ramp and just kept on going. Okay, let's keep on moving.
New target acquired.
So yeah, unfortunately, my ECM will be disrupting things within close range to me no matter what I do, so just have to keep on moving and be a bit more careful. Also have to be aware of my limits. Because quite simply, I can fire basically 4 times before my mech starts to cook itself. Can I get up here? I can. Yay! There we go. Right, what do I see? I don't know, but I do see that Shadowhawk over there seems to be having a bit of a fun time. Can I help with that?
Target destroyed.
I helped! Yay! Okay, there's enemy mechs on the next rise over. Let's go and see if I can introduce myself. I don't know where that guy I took pot shots at has disappeared to. So no, this is part of how things will go. It's just me trying to wander around and get things done. I will not get into range of the base because I don't want to do capture. I want to be a deadly nuisance. Also got to remember, my rear armor plating is somewhat compromised.
Target acquired.
It's an enemy champion. Wow, don't see many champions around the place. Seems to be on the next ridge over. Just making sure that they appreciate my presence. Yes. Okay, they are seeming to be winning, though. I would like to point that out. I also don't think I want to be doing duck and shoot, because it's just like, yeah. Hi? Oh, the champion is looking where I was. Okay, let's leave him to it.
Left torso critical damage.
Oh, that's going to hurt my legs, but that's fine. I am gone. Just running, running, running. I don't think they appreciated that too much. They just know I'm around somewhere. There you see the red things on my marks? Just being very careful not to... Am I being shot at? I am. Hi! Stay out of this. You've got no part in this, buddy. Nope. The big problem is just staying on target, you see. Running, 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 and gone. Oh, there's a fellow light running around down there. Oh no, that's a medium. Thing is though, I don't know what the hell's going on, so I'm going to deactivate. There's people above us. And around us. Engage my stealth armor. I've cooled off slightly.
New target acquired. Right leg critical damage.
Nope, no, I'm not letting you kill my leg, no.
Center torso
Go away.
critical damage. Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, someone actually managed to get a lock
Left
on me.
leg critical
Hi!
damage. Warning, incoming missile.
See, I'm not being very effective, but I'm being a very big annoyance. Hi. Bye. They probably hate me. Nope, there we go. I was struggling really to do much there. Also, you probably noticed I was being forced into the range I didn't really want to be, which is like up close, ducking and diving, just dodging to stay alive. 335, I did more than last time, and I definitely absorbed more as well, but at the same time, I did not find that satisfying at all. I'm not that good at high-speed, close-range engagements. That's my issue. I prefer the standoff of medium range, but just ducking and shooting, I don't have the arms to do that. Speed is my protection. So that's why I'm kind of like being... I think the panicking and just pressing W, go forward. Gotta move. If I stand still, I'm probably going to get killed. But the side effect is I couldn't actually keep myself on target during all that, as you saw from my wildly flailing shots. It's just like, eh. Anyway, since the first match was so short, we're going to try this one more match. See how we do.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Okay, here we go. Oh, hey, it's a fellow Locust. Hi. Right, we're back on HPG Manifold again for map number 3. And we are... What are we doing? Capture the point, yeah. King of the Hill, that's what we're doing. Right, so... That was me running around in a panic, at close range, trying to survive as long as I could while also doing damage on targets. And you saw it was a bit of an annoyance, but they managed to chase me down eventually.
The hostiles have already started to make a dent.
But I will move into position here to get things disrupted so that they stop getting that. So, yep, there we go. As note, by the way, stealth mechs can't actually contribute towards
like
capturing.
a lot of them coming in the Charlie 4 entrance now.
A whole bunch of them in Charlie 4, right. There you go. Warning on my HUD. No capture because I'm in stealth.
Target spotted.
Oh, they are mechs indeed. There are many mechs running around.
Target spotted.
Let's see if I can give some respectful greetings to someone.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Slightly weaken the armor of that crab a little bit.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Yep, I thought I'd been made.
Target spotted.
Drop down here, get out of dodge. I should have probably taken reduced fall damage, that would have been a good one to pick up. Okay, now what's going on around me? Turn off my armor.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Hey little guy, how are you? Problem is I'm lousy at these duels, so I'm actually going to ditch. Don't mind me, bye-bye. You're not going to let me go, are you?
New target acquired.
I'm somewhat overheating. Nope.
Target spotted.
Stop chasing me, you little bugger. I want to play the game, damn it. I don't want to be playing Ring Around the Rosie with you.
Target spotted.
Problem is, I think he might be faster than me as well.
Target spotted.
Okay, an ally managed to step in and stop that. That was not fun. But you see, I just don't like that kind of close, high-speed combat. That was my issue. Okay, moving on though, let's try and do some things.
Target spotted.
Hi! How are you, buddy?
Target spotted.
Left leg
Ow!
critical damage.
I paused for a
Right leg
moment and I almost got
critical
crippled.
damage.
Oh, yep, duck out of there as fast as possible. I did not want to be there. I didn't realise I was completely exposed, sadly. So, whoops.
Target spotted.
I just hope I'm not smoking. I am a
Target spotted.
little bit, but not massively so.
Target spotted.
Let's reactivate my stealth armor. Apparently I turned it off at some point. Actually, I might have got hit by a PPC. That might have been it.
Target spotted.
Oh.
Target spotted.
Yeah, there's something over that way.
Need assistance. Target spotted.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Hey, I managed to kill something. Nice. Good job, friendly archer. Thank you. No, by the way, we double teamed him. He had the armor to take the fight. I stepped in to flank. That was, yeah. That was a thing. Okay, right, moving on. Let's see what else we can find around here. There's something moving nearby.
Target spotted.
Oh, it's my old friend. Hi.
Target spotted.
I don't want to play with you again.
Center torso
Go away.
critical damage.
Leave me alone.
Target acquired. Heat level critical. Left leg destroyed.
Ah. Oh, and yeah, that's why against light mechs try to go for the legs, because the legs, when they lose one leg, they get severely crippled and can't run as fast. Though that said, I kept running into that guy. That was what was that anyway? I think that was like an incubus or something like that. Not too sure. It wasn't a piranha. Way too few guns. But I was dancing with that guy in the Central Underground as well, and I just couldn't take him then. Unfortunately, I bumped into him again at the end there, so it's just like,
New target acquired.
But yeah, that was me trying to play around with this guy. I kept getting into like close range brawling, sadly, which is like not my area of expertise.
New target acquired.
And that's why I don't tend to run these particular builds that often. It's just like situations like that I genuinely struggle with like a lot.
Center torso
I like having
critical
armor in
damage.
those situations because I just
Left
can't
torso
keep track of
critical
things too well.
damage. Left torso destroyed.
Ooh, the Shadow Cat's about to die.
Destroyed. Right.
He's our last guy as well. And splat. Sadly, that was all of us down. Though that said, that was a bit more of a balanced performance for me that time, I think. I did actually kill someone, so, you know. Yay! I Mark III did a thing. I killed someone directly. Wow. Though I did kind of gang up with them, with an archer on him. One kill, 6 assists, 183 damage, 159 taken, so I did get pummeled in the process. Yeah. Not my preferred playstyle on a mechs that light. What can I say? I like armor plating. But anyway, until next time though, this has been Mark III. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show and me trying out this stealth skirmisher, I guess is what you could call it, a stealth skirmisher. Though it kept turning into a brawl more often than not when I actually properly engaged. But yeah. I messed up my outro again. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the show. Right. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps out me, helps that channel, gives me those virtual head pats I oh so crave. And let me know if there are things you might like to see from MechWarrior Online in the future. Because I am still very much open to suggestions. And who doesn't enjoy a good old bit of robot stompy time? Little piranha there. Piranha? No. No, you're a Locust, not a piranha. Actually, I'm curious now, what mech was that? Was it an Incubus? Yes, it was an Incubus. There we go. Hey, I knew it by sight, even though I'd never driven one. And that's because I think it is... Yeah, it's a clan mech. So yeah, no wonder I've never driven one. I don't have it. But yeah, see you all later.